Good morning, everybody! My name is Fen, your friendly neighborhood player of Let's. And this time, I'm starting Thief 2, The Metal Age. You can tell it's rockin' if it has metal in the title. It's a strong band-approved death metal band of the future. Now that I'm done with my intro, scaring everybody away with my non-seriousness... No, I think I'm past that point. Let's play some Thief 2. Now, we'll be playing this, again alongside Cyberg. I'm not sure if he'll have his uploaded by now when I upload this, hopefully, but, hopefully I don't just barge right in here. But, if not, then, at least very shortly, and I'll link him his playlist thing when it happens. So anyways, now that I'm done babbling, let's start Thief 2, The Metal Age on Expert. Okay? Okay.
I've always equated feelings with getting caught. They both get in the way of my money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine, Basso the boxman, wants to marry Lady Rumford's chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for thievery. Too bad for Basso that Lady Rumford has other plans. Marriage would void Genevieve's indentured service contract, so Rumford is keeping her confined in the estate with the rest of her worldly possessions. Basso has asked for my assistance on getting her out, since infiltration is my specialty. I make it a policy never to take a job so sentimental, but the Rumford Manor could be a lucrative opportunity for a man like me. It would also mean that Basso would owe me a favor. And in this line of work, you can never have too many of those. I'll sneak in after dark and clear a path for Basso so he can rescue his damsel in distress. Along the way, I'll pick up a few souvenirs for the local pawn shops. That should make all this aggravation worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll make Basso wish he was still rotting in Crag's Cleft. This proves it. Going legit is more trouble than it's worth.
Yes, indeed. So the first mission is a love story. How sweet! Yeah, anyways. So basically we gotta get the signal to using the bird call, which is a hilarious joke, as I'll show you later on. I seem to like the phrase hilarious joke. Anyways, so yeah, get out the mansion together, scout ahead to make sure his route is safe, so we'll make sure he doesn't run into enemies, and then get 600 in loot, and then she'd be aghast if anybody died. But, on the other hand, knock out 8 people, because that's totally fine, I suppose. I don't know.
Sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
Oh, well, okay, then. That sounds absolutely grandalicious. So, I'm guessing I've got updated textures on here with Taffer Patcher, although, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if that's true later. So, anyways, see Basso in there, and, he's got this bird call thing here, which, you can pretty much call him with, but you have to be right beside, so I don't know why they didn't just have it so that you can walk right here and like frob him or something. I don't know, it's just pretty weird, but that's an enormous spoiler for later, I guess. I don't know if these skies are new or whatever, but that moon blooms. It's the orange bloom of the future. So anyways, unlike the last, freaking 2 missions that I played that were based on this level, this one is this level. That's, that's an amazing thing. But anyways, okay, Thief 2. I think Garrett said better check my map, or if not, then sometimes he does. So pretty much it's just, this, and, Jenny's door will be locked. And Garrett is a master thief, but he can't handle a lock. And Basso is a master of absolutely nothing except, running and sort of being afraid and picking locks, maybe.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
Yeah, he left his lights on. Well, anyways, yeah. Now, of course, this is pretty much my favorite Thief game. I mean, I really do have a soft spot for Thief 3, but, the graphics were a little bit improved here, and the architecture, there were little improvements made here and there to the engine in Thief 2, and it does look better, especially with the colored lighting and the non-8-bit colors or something like that. And, I don't know. I just really like the story in this game. The way it plays out and everything, and the locations and the intrigue and all that stuff. And, people have rightfully pointed out that some of the levels were maybe a little bit rushed and could have used work, but really, I think that I'd kind of rather have a really strong story that carries the rest, rather than have, you know, sort of Thief 1, which the story is fine, but it's not that complex, and the levels are kind of hit and miss and stuff. I don't know, you know, just saying. This is like my favorite game ever, so yeah, if you want looking for somebody's favorite thing, well, that's mine. And yeah. Sometimes Garrett makes a comment about things I'm supposed to do, and other times he doesn't. Might be random.
Damn torches. Always sputtering out.
Well, don't just make tap over it. Light it up.
I lost my tinderbox. Oh, why don't you do it?
I ain't the one that's complaining, am I now?
Huh.
That lady has indeed failed to light her flinth. Now, I think this room is completely empty, so I'm going in here for literally no reason other than to waste everybody's time and stuff. Yeah. Well, Tavern Patcher is known to have very conservative texture updates, so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'm not playing with any, but at this point, I'm not too concerned about it, really. This game is pretty cool no matter what sort of things go on, and so, you know, yeah. I could knock those guys out if I want, but I mean, not going to. What is that sniffing servant guy, or whatever guy, or guard guy? I don't know, but there's no sniffing that should be allowed on my line of duty. I think line of duty is not even really a phrase, but, oh well. Since I'm feeling secretive, I will place it back closed, even though I didn't place the chest back closed, so I'm not properly doing anything, am I? But I forgot, I actually have to knock out 8 different guards, so maybe I should go back and knock those guys out. Maybe I should. Did I think of that, huh? Alright, yous guys,
like it's
get
peaceful
ready
again.
for a knockout of a time. And one of them's gonna scream out. Maybe. Sometimes when you blackjack one guard, and then you blackjack another, the first one, they start playing this like, oh my god, there's a guy here getting knocked out line right before they fall unconscious, but it sounds like they're saying it when they're unconscious. It's absolutely hilarious. First grade kindergarten humor is pretty great. Man, it's weird not seeing all kinds of fancy magnetic rocks and stuff in this level. It really is just a humble first level, but, you know, I really like this. I mean, I guess Bafford's Manor is pretty cool, but this level's really, really cool, I find, because when I first played this on normal, of course, you don't get that knock out all the guards objective, so you can really just go along the very small bottom level of the mission and just do your objectives. In the entire top level, you don't even have to go there, so it's just like this whole thing that they made just for realism, and if you wanted to go up there if you wanted, and it's awesome and stuff. So I guess that's 3. I can math. So, yeah, this is of course the holy room that everyone remembers. I don't know why it's holy, but I guess if you remember something, it's holy. So anytime that you remember, you know, Adolf Hitler, because I guess, I'm sorry if you are still alive to remember that. That's I mean, I'm not sorry about you being alive, but like, it's unfortunate that it happened. This is something very shocking. I'm making a big confession that I disagree with the Holocaust. I hope nobody thinks that I'm such a horrible person for that, because if you do, well, what am I gonna do? I don't think that guy counts as a guard. Nevertheless, we must knock him out because, you know, that's just what this game is encouraging us to do. It's funny how the original games, well, to a lesser extent Thief 2, but still occasionally encourages you to go blackjacking and knocking people out, which is, or even killing sometime, which is I guess makes sense because they did give you different ways to play, so we shouldn't be too surprised that they're sometimes making use of them. I guess, you know, fans sometimes wouldn't do that. I don't know what I'm saying, but anyways, yeah, this elevator has a switch in the proper location. It didn't mysteriously teleport onto the wall like in that other fan mission and stuff. But you know, here's just like a really cool concept. You know, you just go up, steal the loot through the cubbyhole, and then just steal his key. I mean, that is the ultimate sneak, isn't it? That makes you feel so awesome when you do that. Just snatch his key right there from the freaking dumbwaiter. So cool. I think there might be some loot here. I guess it's, yeah, it's spice, or in other words, crack, or marijuana. I don't know. It might, I think it's supposed to just be pot, let's be honest here. But wow. So yeah, so I could go out there and do the basso thing, or I could go upstairs, which is like a crazy place. I'm telling you, this upstairs is not to be trifled with. I trifled with it once, and all I got was a pig in the snout. So you don't you bother, man. Don't you bother. Fortunately, I don't think there's any pickpockets out there other than like arrows and stuff. There's no loot is what I'm trying to say. And I'm pretty sure I can get all 8 guards just sort of walking around these places and stuff. Let's rush to the shadow. It's funny how I already played 2 fan missions based off this level, and yet I haven't even played the original level. This guy has the shortest patrol route in history, if you care to take a look. It's a nice circus exhibit. I don't think they call them exhibits, but you know, you can go see a headless chicken, and it's really just a cow fetus, which is hell of a disappointing. If they just called it a cow fetus, it would be the greatest thing ever. But people come to see a headless chicken, goddammit, and they didn't get their money's worth, and you will be stabbed with a torch and a lit pitchfork. It's gonna be crazy. Really, there's nothing in this room at all. No loot or anything. Not even one single gold bottle. This greatly... pisses me off. Fortunately, also, finally in Thief 2, we'll get that ding-dong whenever you complete an objective, rather than only when you get a new one all the time, so I don't have to worry about that. I guess I've probably got, like, 3 guards, plus... That guy might even actually only be the 4th or something, I'm not... Oh, crap. Wait a minute. There's no additional loot in this room in this original mission. It's only in that remade one that there is, kind of. That one where everything burns, and every time you reload a save, it starts burning again and stuff. That's pretty cool. And yeah. The funny thing about this mansion, of course, is that when you get to the 3rd level, things actually start getting kind of spooky because they're dark. And the maker of whichever mission that was must have perceived such, as he put the creepy stuff on the top level. But again, there's nothing here. I guess these are just realism rooms, TM. It's a trademarked system by Looking Glass. You can't steal it ever, even after they've all gone away. And, you know, copyrights and trademarks and software patents and all sort of other nonsensical things that companies use to try to hold and squeeze sand in their fist, not realizing that if they just loosen it a bit, it would all stay in. I don't know why I ranted like that. I mean, that's nothing to do with Looking Glass. They didn't do any of that stuff I'm talking about as far as I know, but it just reminded me of things. And so, yeah, you know, tangents and things. Anyways, yeah. I'm telling you, man. I keep thinking there's a safe in the wall in this room, but you know, it must just be another room or something, or I don't know. I think that in this level it originally had a bug where some of the loot was accidentally out of the map boundaries, and so you couldn't really do anything with it, and I think Patcher may have fixed it. Fortunately, again, we see a lot less, by which I mean apparently none floating things. None floating things in this here level. That's quite astounderific. And, you know, I don't know if this... Yeah, I guess these aren't connected again. Yeah, you got these cheapo man's auto maps in this here game where they just sort of shows you everything and stuff. That's pretty cool. And, of course, this door leads sort of back down to the start room where I can use a key again, and I don't know what that key's for, though. But, it's sort of just, you know, there. It's pretty awesome. Alright, on to the next door. What contains a dark room where we can use to develop photos in. I'm gonna take a candid picture of this guy and say, smile, you're on TMZ. I actually have no idea what that is, but I heard a Weird Al song, and you know Weird Al, say of him what you like, he's pretty freaking catchy. Also, like, the happiest guy ever, apparently. It's something I can dig. Get him on Nah, whatever. Okay, this is the bathroom what used to have a boiler in some mission, or as the kids say these days, a boiler. Most probably. Yeah, and really, that's sort of, you know, just me saying, hey y'all, don't you know, blah 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 blah. something or other. Yeah, and I guess, yeah, this key is to get over here, and there's a guard. Can you even believe it? This guy is going to count towards my knockout count and probably isn't going to put me over it, but hey, you never know. Hope, hot springs, and heals you eternally. Oh, he is. Oh, great. So yeah. And if you're ghosting this level, you have to choose your knockouts, and it's all pretty weird and stuff. And, you know, that was like an amazing phrase that everybody needed to know. Let me guess, nothing in this room either. I think both of these rooms are completely empty. There I go, attempting to mangle French again. But honestly, it's almost kind of more fun mangling a language, manglage, than it is saying it properly, but, well, maybe not. And that could be totally incorrect. It's funny that there's no lights or light switches up here. I mean, this place is pretty fancy, you know, but all they've got is candles. You have to walk up here in the dark, probably carrying a candle, and then light these, and even so, the atmosphere is going to be spooky, because it's still going to be pretty dark, but then there's lights here, like gas lamps, but I didn't see any gas lamps over in this room where, you know, you might want to have a candlelit dinner, and that's all romantic and stuff, but then sometimes you'd want to have a regular dinner. Maybe that room is reserved only for romantic dinners. Oh, yeah, there's the safe thing, and its switch is probably, like, blatantly obvious there for some reason. Yes, that seems... What? Is that my loot objective? Oh, 600. Oh, yeah, I thought it was freaking more than that for some inexplicable reason. I don't know why, but, hey, oh well. Maybe, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go for finishing the whole level in this one go. I think I easily got enough time for a reasonable length video for my purposes for doing that, and, you know, yeah. It's funny, I've been keeping kind of busier than usual these last few days, and you know what? I kinda like it. Alright, so this here's a room, what may or may not have like a female servant in it or something. That might have only been in that remade level, I'm not at all certain. No, I guess so, yeah. Now, I don't know if I should go for all loot. I don't know how much loot is in here, but I'm pretty sure that I might just sort of accidentally get it. So yeah, if you want, you could go all the way over there and come at this from the entire other side. And then here's where you get trapped in a coffin of doom. No wind in my tomb. And yeah, apparently in 1.07 or maybe in a beta version or something, there used to be a different symbol here. It was like the symbol of one of the coders or designers or something. It was like a weird Judas Priest cross or something. It was pretty cool. Just a bit of trivia. I don't know, you might be able to find a screenshot if you care that much, but it's honestly not that exciting a bit of trivia, so, you know, honestly, I wouldn't necessarily bother. Anyways.
Well, that's her door. Guess Basso can open it. He's not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
Sure handle a lock? Unlike me, because I don't have lockpicks, even though I had them in the first game. See, I'm pounding on my lockpick keys, nothing happening, because he just sort of threw them into the river, as he always does. Garrett is a big old wastrel. Well, he's a waster. I mean, I don't know about trells or anything.
Eddie,
Uh-oh.
what are you...
Nothing. Well, it seems there's a little bit more to the level than I had originally given it credit for to the level, so yeah, that just leads into the kitchen, and I am pretty sure I've gotten all the loot thus far. There's probably some extra pieces in here or something, but, you know, it strikes me that we haven't even had a single readable yet, and I think there may even be, like, only one readable in this whole mission. It's pretty weird. Is there a guy walking there, or isn't there? Jesus. Jesus is walking, but there's no water around, so he's mightily disappointed because he can't impress anybody. And, everybody's just calling him a fraud because he's like, you promised us you'd walk on water, but all you're doing is walking. You're a fraud. Dunya, sometimes I think I miss the days when crime ruled the streets, as the sheriff would have it. Either way, we walk in fear, but before we lost at most a purse, while now we may be shut up in irons simply for seeing the wrong thing at the wrong time. Give me the old days back again, and a pox upon Truart and all his thugs. Well, I guess I could probably agree, although Truart is pretty amusing. I just love the characters in this game. I mean, yeah, I mean, the story there's a lot more facets to it. It's deeper, you know. There's not just one simple plot with one simple character, Constantine, and maybe Victoria, you know. It's like you've got Karis, you've got Truart, you've got Mosley, you've got multiple different side plots all culminating in interleaving with each other, you know, cause and affecting each other and all sorts of that sort of stuff. It's really, really excellent in my opinion. A work of excelness. I seem to be allergic to pronouncing words the correct way. You know, I like to use words such as incomprehensement and excelness. It's pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, the bird call. Try it. Let us try it. Nothing happens. And no, it's not just that we can't hear anything happening. I promise you, nothing just happened there. You have to get all the way back to the beginning. Which, knowing like a little bit more, I mean, I'm not going to say I know that much about editing the engine at all, but I do know a few scraps more than I did, you know, back in the day playing this the first time. So I guess I can sort of imagine how they would have wanted to do it this way, but from a realism perspective, it's just weird. So there's that, and then you pretty much just gotta follow him, I guess. I don't know, you might be able to leave him, but he might fall victim to that thing where AI stop working after a certain distance, but I don't know. Anyway, it's pretty much just him walking through the manor, so, you know, I guess I could cut if I wanted. You can leave your friends behind after you've cut them. Basso, you stopped. Oh, there you go. Get your ass in gear, mate. Shift your gear stick and get that... Let's not continue with that metaphor. We might end up talking about something a little bit weird. Imagine if he didn't see that... If he didn't somehow know that that door would take you around inconveniently around the back of the guard. But I guess he did scout the place to make me a map or something. Well, somebody made me a map. But it'd be funny if he just ran in front of the guard's face and it's just like, "Uh-oh, let's go to Scooby-Doo!" Exclamation of fear for no reason. I'm a cartoon dog. I'm insufferably dopey. And I insert an R before every word, which I guess is a thing. I don't know. Telepathic kinetic lockpicking.
Basso!
Shh, come with me.
Basso! Is it just me, or does anyone else feel that Genevieve's voice is really serious and she almost kind of sounds like one of those business women that always do voice acting on commercials for Microsoft mice? I don't know. Maybe I'm being too mean and exaggerating here, but, you know, just kind of like a... The mouse has evolved from 2 buttons to 3, and then a scroll wheel. Now it's evolving once again. No, she doesn't sound anything like that. Never mind. You're vindicated. You're free to go, Jen. All right. Well, the lovebirds have
Come with me.
loved. It's all pretty great. And now my mission here is done. I don't want to say I got all the loot, but I don't think I missed any. What? I missed a whole bunch. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's ridiculous, and I missed a secret, too. Where on earth was there a secret that I missed? Oh, I think I know where it was. I think it was something above us, some stairs or something. But, still, I don't think that much loot would be in one thing. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Whatever, man. Oh, hey, I got some, I got some other silly nonsense here. Let's just, ignore that. And, you know, hopefully I didn't have a save here stating, bwahaha, I have an evil plan to murder all my YouTube followers after I gain their trust. That would be terrible. Somebody found that. Anyways, I didn't say anything. See you guys later, and bye for now.